Magandang buhay mag-aaral! Ako na naman ito, ang inyong Binibinibi at ito ay ang ating part 2 ng Modals Lesson for Filipinos. These are the functions of modal according to Butler and Patnecki 2000 na nabasa ko mula sa aklat ni Sir Barriot. Umpisahan natin sa can. The first function is to express ability in the present or can present ability. Example is, I can fix this radio. Sinasabi lang na kaya mong ayusin ang radyo. Pangalawang gamit ay to ask, give or refuse permission. Example, can I use your radio? And your response may be, yes you can, or no, you cannot use my radio. Third function is to make requests and also to make offers. Can I request for a song? Can I help you? Now let's look at the difference between the modal can and could. In the first function, it is obvious that they have the same function, that is to express ability. However, the difference is one, or yung can is an expression of present ability, while could is used to express past ability. Ibig sabihin, kakayahan mo dati. Ngayon, hindi mo na kaya. Example, I could sing high notes 2 years ago. What is the assumption? Ngayon, hindi na niya kayang bumirit ko sa ating lingwahe. Pero 2 years ago, kaya niyang bumirit. Pero ngayon, hindi na. So, kung binibida niya na, ay, magaling din ako bumirit nung nakaraan na 2 years ago, gagamitin ay, I could sing high notes and the time expression. Second function is to ask permission. Could I sing for you? Then, could is also used to make polite requests and to make offers. However, our keyword is polite. O mas magalang kapag ginamit mo ang could kaysa can. Next, we have a phrasal modal. Again, pag sa phrasal modal, hindi lang isang word katulad ng may, might. Pero, yung have to ay may 2 words, have to, but the function is modal. So, have to is to express necessity in the past, present, and future. So, at a certain time sa past, she had to give up her project. Pangalawa naman, present time, in the future time, dapat tapos na niya yung project. May, to express ability in the present and future, he may be in the gallery now, and he may go to the gallery next week. Possibility. May posibilidad na nasa gallery na siya o pupunta siya sa gallery sa susunod na linggo. Okay, posibilidad lamang. Pero hindi ito nagbibigay ng kasiguraduhan. So kung kayo ay magbibigay ng o magsasabi ng isang possible present future na hindi talagang sigurado, gamitin ang may. Ginagamit din ang may to make polite offers. May help you. Oh, this one is common already. Next is to ask, give, or refuse permission. May I use your radio? Your response may be, yes, you may, or no, you may not use my radio. Next is might, to express possibility in the present and future. So kung nakikita nyo, pareho ang function, yung first function ng may, sa function ng might dito. Pero ang pagkakaiba, kumbaga, mas may posibilidad. Kung mas may posibilidad yung action o yung condition na nangyayari o mangyari, ang gagamitin mo ay may. Because might is used to express the least possibility. Next, must. Equivalent ito doon sa have to. So, to express necessity in the present and future. So, you may either use have to or must. Now, we must finish this project today. We must finish this project tomorrow. Or to describe something that is not allowed. So, the negative counterpart na may puwersa na sasabihin mo na hindi dapat gawin ang isang activity, then use must. For example, attendance is a must. Another, should, is the modal to give advice. Magbibigay ka ng payo, gamitin ang should. Example, you should take care of your health. Next, will. Ito ay ginagamit to describe future plans and predictions. Future plans and predictions. So, I will put up a business next year. I will win the game. To make requests, ginagamit din ng will. Will you give me the radio? Ginagamit din ng would to make requests like, would you sing for me? and would like, to make polite offers, and to make polite requests. So the difference naman ng will, would like. So among the three, would like is the modal to use in order to be polite in your offers or making offers and requests. So if you're going to write a letter, business letter, an academic letter, such as an excuse letter or an email, you will use would like. Okay, now, which modal to use? Is it the set for present form modals or the past form modals? So let's see, given the examples. So we have, could you show me the latest styles of your necklace? Would you tell me her age? Might I go to the comfort room? So which set ang ginamit? Okay, ang ginamit yung could, would, might, or the past form modals. So, ang susunod kong tanong, ano ba ang mga expressions na ito? What are these for? And that will bring us to the rule or the appropriate usage of modals. So, these are requests. Okay? When making requests, past forms are more polite. So, remember, if you're going to make requests and you want to be more polite, you will use the past forms. Next, how about this? Yes, I can show you the latest styles of her necklace. Yes, I will tell you her age. Yes, you may go to the comfort room. So a while ago, could, would, might are used, the past forms, when making requests. So ano naman po ang mga pangungusap na ito? Ano ang function ng pangungusap na ito? Of course, they are for responding to requests. So which modal to use? The present form modals, like can, will, may. So they are more appropriate in order not to make the response conditional. Kapag daw kasi ang ginamit mo ay yung kanilang counterpart in past forms, magiging conditional. So tingnan nga natin. Yes, I could show you the latest styles of her necklace. Pero may susunod na if. Yes, I would tell you her age. If, or yes, you might go to the comfort room if, halimbawa, pagtapos ka na sa exam, pwede ka nang pumunta sa restroom. How about this one? May versus can. Ano ba ang ating situation? Okay, so, our situation is someone, so, in this case, mayroon tayong girl who is asking something. Now, what is the difference between the first and the second picture? The first the first sentence to the second sentence. Yes, that's it. In terms of asking for permission, may is more appropriate for an addressee with greater authority. Gagamitin ng may kapag ang inyong kinakausap ay ang inyong boss o someone who has greater authority than you or someone na nirerespeto mo talaga. Next, kapag naman ang turing mo sa iyong kakausapin ay isang kaibigan, then you will use can instead of may. Okay, so that's it. How about for can, tapos meron lang tayong main verb. In short, walang modal. Let's see from the examples. I can understand your point, my friend, versus Mr. Rojas, you're always repeating your argument. I understand your point. Ano kaya ang pagkakaiba? I can understand versus I understand your point. Let's look at another pair of examples. I can feel what you are experiencing right now. And I also understand your situation, but I should execute the law. So this is the answer. According to Park 1993, can and cannot are preferred in a more interactional, affective, empathic, situation. So if you want the speaker, want to interact, or this is between you and you make the conversation more personal, gamitin mo yung can. Okay? Mas may feel or personal touch kapag may can. Pero pag walang modal, gagamitin mo ito in expressing a more factual, direct, or abrupt, or if you are in an argumentative situation. Now, for shall and will. You will use shall if this is a tag question, starting with let's. Another function of shall is if you are establishing a new topic or are going to do a new activity. For new topic, example is next, I shall present the annual report. Next po is shall we have our lunch, which is for invitation. Lastly is you can either use shall or will to express future time. And those are the functions and the sample uses of modals. Keep in touch. This is your Binibinibi and happy learning, everyone.